us a challenging life. And many a times we cannot cope up with a fast-paced life, which leads to physical, mental and emotional disorders, which shatter us completely. In the modern world, mental health disorders have become a leading cause of disability globally, exacerbating human health. With the divine blessings of Lord Dhanvantariji, hope lies in Ayurveda. Dr. Navdeep Sharma, a spiritual healer from the city of the Golden Temple. His graduation from Sri Lakshmi Narayan Ayurvedic College, one of the oldest institute in our country, associate with Sri Ludhiana Education Foundation. His masters from the University of Madras. His PhD in the role of Ayurvedic herbs in psychological disorders. Listed in the World Book of Records for promoting Ayurveda and developing a chain of Ayurvedic treatment and Panch Karma centers in various parts of the globe.
डॉक्टर नवदीप शर्मा को दुनिया भर में आयुर्वेद का जागरूकता फैलाने के लिए सम्मानित किया गया। लंदन में इंडो यूके लीडरशिप समिट में द वर्ल्ड बुक ऑफ रिकॉर्ड्स ने दिया उत्कृष्ट पुरस्कार।
लंदन में इंडो यूके लीडरशिप समिट का आयोजन, आयुर्वेद को लेकर जागरूकता पर जोर, द वर्ल्ड बुक ऑफ रिकॉर्ड्स ने लोगों को किया सम्मानित।
Commendable Global Recognition Award was received by Dr. Navdeep Sharma and Dr. Monica Sharma on behalf of ND Care Nirogam Private Limited for leading Ayurvedic services at the British Parliament, UK.
ब्रिटेन में बता भारत का डंका, नवदीप शर्मा और डॉक्टर मोनिका शर्मा को मिला आउटस्टैंडिंग कॉन्ट्रीब्यूशन टू आयुर्वेदिक हेल्थ सर्विस पुरस्कार।
Dr. Navdeep Sharma has also been awarded the title of Pranacharya by the अखिल भारतीय आयुर्वेदा महासम्मेलन।
आयुर्वेदिक डॉक्टर नवदीप शर्मा को युवा प्राणाचार्य की उपाधि दी गई। भारतीय आयुर्वेद महासम्मेलन में सम्मानित किया गया। कार्यक्रम में मनोज तिवारी मौजूद रहे।
नवदीप शर्मा को विश्व के सबसे युवा प्राणाचार्य की उपाधि मिली। अखिल भारत आयुर्वेद महासम्मेलन में मनोज तिवारी भी शामिल हुए।
Up next, most trusted Ayurveda-based healthcare brand of the year, and it goes to ND Care Nirogam Private Limited. Dr. Navdeep Sharma, Director, to please join us on stage.
देखिए, अटल बिहारी वाजपेयी जी हमारे लिए बड़े ऑनर्ड हमारे प्राइम मिनिस्टर रहे हैं, बहुत बड़े लीडर रहे हैं और उनका अवार्ड, उनके सम्मान में किए गए समागम में अवार्ड मिलना अपने आप में बहुत मायने रखता है।
Regular panelist on various national and international media channels.
आते हैं कोरोना संदेश।
सभी व्यूअर्स को मैं डॉक्टर नवदीप शर्मा नमस्कार करता हूँ। पिछले 21 वर्षों से दुनिया भर में आयुर्वेद के माध्यम से मैं इलाज कर रहा हूँ और आज मैं देख पा रहा हूँ कि पूरा विश्व आयुर्वेद की ओर इम्यूनिटी बढ़ाने के लिए एक उम्मीद से देख रहा है। सदियों से ही हमारे यहाँ राजा महाराजा चांदी के बर्तनों में भोजन का सेवन करते थे अपनी इम्यूनिटी को बढ़ाने के लिए। तो आप सबके घरों में चांदी की पायल, बैंगल, पेंडेंट, कोई भी आभूषण हो, जिस पात्र में आप पानी स्टोर करते हैं उसमें वो डाल दीजिए। उस पानी का सेवन करने से आपकी इम्यूनिटी जो है वो बेटर रहेगी। शुंठी, मरीच, पिपली, ये 3 हर्ब जो किचन की शोभा बढ़ाती हैं, इनका इस्तेमाल अधिक कीजिए और भस्त्रिका क्रिया अधिक से अधिक कीजिए। 3 चीजों का इस्तेमाल करने से आप हृष्ट पुष्ट रह सकेंगे और कोरोना नामक महामारी को दूर भगा सकेंगे।
A very warm welcome to all of you in this evening live interactive session of ours where we try to discuss quality Ayurveda with you. And while we discuss Ayurveda with you, taking the questions of our international patients is always our priority. Our evening live is for our international viewers, our morning live is for our national viewers, because we always believe that all of you who believe on Ayurveda, who believe on ND Care and who have shown faith on our treatments, it's our utmost duty that all your queries are consistently resolved. Although the helpline number which you are watching on your screen is a 24/7 helpline number, and by the grace of our Almighty, we are the first company. Why I say we are the first company? Because we started it more than 20 years back, which maintains a 24/7 helpline number for all our patients around the globe, 24/7. Any one of you from any country, when you reach us out on these numbers, and you can see the international toll-free numbers again on the screen, we are there to help you out, and we always try it to the best of our knowledge. So, as I just mentioned, your questions are always our priority, and once again, the questions which we have received from our members will be given priority. So I'll be taking the questions first of all, and as I can see the questions over here, the first question is from Alok Kumar ji. Alok ji, you have mentioned, जावेश अभी भी पूरा सेंटेंस नहीं बनाकर बोल पाता है सर, आपने मुझसे क्वेश्चन नहीं करता है, सो जो पूछते हैं वही बोलता है। और मनीषा आपके कोऑर्डिनेटर हैं और बिहार से हैं आप आलोक जी, और जो ट्रीटमेंट आपने हमारे साथ स्टार्ट किया वो मार्च 17, 2025 को स्टार्ट किया। इसका मतलब है कि कहीं ना कहीं हम लोग जो हैं वो अभी 6 मंथ्स के आसपास हमें होने को हैं, और अंजलि साइकोलॉजिस्ट के साथ आपके 8 सेशंस हुए हैं। अब ये सबसे बड़ा कारण है कि वो बोल तो पा रहा है लेकिन सेंटेंसेस तक अभी नहीं पहुंच पाया अपने मन से बना करके। देखिए आलोक जी, इस चीज़ को आप समझिए, जो हर्ब्स हैं जो हम आपको दे रहे हैं, वो हर्ब्स आपके बच्चे को एक पर्टिकुलर पॉजिटिविटी, एक पर्टिकुलर अंडरस्टैंडिंग लेवल तक लेकर के जाएंगी, जहाँ से कि जो ABA हम इस्तेमाल कर रहे हैं वो ABA की टेक्निक्स आपके बच्चे को बुलवाएंगी, खास तौर पे वहाँ जहाँ बच्चे की एज 4.5 साल से बड़ी है, where the age of the child is below 4.5 years. It is the reflex language development age that is there in the child, making it easier for the child to be using words, to be using sentences and to be learning sentences. Specifically, in those cases where the age is above 4.5 years, the number of ABA sessions which are required may be as high as 2 to 3 sessions per week. So यहाँ हम 6 months में अगर केवल 8 सेशंस करवा पाए हैं लोग जी, तो कहीं ना कहीं हमने मेडिसिन्स तो अच्छे से खाई, जो कि जैसा कि मैं देख रहा हूँ ब्रेनोआर, कुकुरबिट ऑयल, मुक्तापिष्टी, जाट्राग्नि ये चल रही है, लेकिन हमने ABA मिस करी है, वो मत करिए। और इसके साथ साथ क्योंकि 6 मंथ्स हो गए हैं, मैं चाहूँगा कि एक बार हम पहली बार भी जब एक दूसरे के साथ बात हमारी हुई तो वो केवल एक वीडियो कॉन्फ्रेंसिंग के थ्रू हुई। मेरी UK की जो अपकमिंग विजिट है, I would like to tell you over here, all of you who are from UK, there is a delegation of PhD CCI for certain trade talks with UK, certain government organizations and all, and I am a part of the delegation. So I will be over there on a short visit to UK in September. All of you who are there from UK, who have joined us to UK, have spared out 2 days out of that time, out of my meetings, where I will be meeting a few of you who have been waiting. So I would like to tell you over here, all of those who are there from India, because of the upcoming international curriculum where I will be there available in UK, I will be available in Abu Dhabi, I will be available in Dubai in the coming few months before the Deepavali and Dussehra time. So any one of you जो भारत से हैं, भारत के सभी पेशेंट से मेरी रिक्वेस्ट रहेगी कि जो मेरी अभी अपकमिंग चंडीगढ़ OPD है, ये मेरी, और जो बेंगलुरु OPD है, 2 OPDs हमारी इंडिया में अपकमिंग है, एक चंडीगढ़ के अंदर और एक बेंगलुरु के अंदर। सो ये दोनों ही अपकमिंग OPDs के बाद, इंटरनेशनल मीट्स के बाद ही केवल ऐसा हो पाएगा कि मैं दोबारा कोई करिकुलम जो है इंडिया का रख पाऊँगा। सो मेरी रिक्वेस्ट है आपसे भी आलोक जी, एक बार अपने कोऑर्डिनेटर से आप बात करिए, और अगर पॉसिबिलिटी बनती है तो एक बार मिलते हैं, वो थोड़ा और बढ़िया हो जाएगा। विमल परमार जी, विमल जी आपका क्वेश्चन है, सडन एंड फ्रीक्वेंटली पीइंग इन शॉर्ट्स और पैंट्स potty 3-4 times a day before he asked us by gesture or by holding our hand flapping increased, potty 3 to 4 times a day, and Navneet is your coordinator. And in July 2025 you visited Mohali, and 5 years and 10 months is the age. Vimal Kumar ji, you are there with us from Gujarat, and you have mentioned that Brenoir, cucurbita oil, muktapishti, giloy, babuna. If giloy is added, that means there must be some immunity concerns also for which giloy was added are going on. Now again, what is the most important thing to understand over here is ABA. ABA sessions not started. Now that is the answer to your question. When we say potty training, When we say any kind of training, where 5 years and 10 months of age, when you met me, if you have met me, I clearly mentioned you, and I always tell all the parents, many a times we feel that it is the herbs only which will do something for us. Basically, I will quote an example for you. If we want to make a chapati, if we want to make an Indian bread, now firstly we have to make the dough, then we have to make a chapati, then we have to place it on a tawa. I am not remembering the exact English name for tawa. We have to place it over there, and then to cook the chapati, an electric stove or LPG stove is required. What if we do everything and we do not light the flame from below? Will a chapati be ready? No. Despite having the best of dough, despite making the best of chapati, a chapati worth eating won't be prepared. Similarly, when we talk about mind, now we are working on the mind of a child with the help of certain herbs. Now when we work on the mind with the help of those herbs, if the child specifically is of a higher age, especially above 4.5 years of age, there is no way in which without a training, by missing the ABA sessions, the child is going to learn something out and the child is going to speak or the child is going to get potty trained. No, it is not going to happen. And there are mood swings in a child, there are challenges in a child where a child may at times where he was pointing out with gestures, stop pointing out with gestures. So that can be up and down, that can happen at times for a month, for 1 or 2 months, then the child again starts doing that. That is not a problem for me. But what is more worrying for me is, why are we missing out on ABA, which is the major part of my treatment. When you talk about me, I am a doctor who is graduate in Ayurveda, postgraduate in natural medicine, then postgraduate in psychology, then I did a research combining both those subjects, Ayurveda and psychology, and then finally I am a DLIT scholar. So in all these things, you see psychology plays a very major role. Had it been possible only with herbs and Ayurveda, there was no reason, because I started giving treatment to autistic kids in the very first months of my career. So when I say that, had it been possible single-handedly with Ayurveda, I wouldn't have required to learn psychotherapy, study psychotherapy, then do the research. So be rest assured, sir, when we talk about Vimalji, your son, if I have taken the case of Jalvin, do remember he is going to come out of autism. But for that to happen, if you have believed on me and you have started what I have guided, don't believe partially, believe completely. And when I say believe completely, it means herbs and psychotherapy. Please don't miss out on psychotherapy. If we miss out on psychotherapy, then we are only going to get partial benefits. But we want a child who is completely out of autism. So this is my request to you. Going further ahead, and again, before I go into the next question, if you feel demotivated at any stage, take the first flight, come to us at Chandigarh, give us 1 or 2 months and we will do a lot of changes for your child. But someone has to do it. Either we have to do those ABA tricks and techniques and our team has to do everything for you, or you have to do at home. If none of us is doing that, then we will face problems. Going further, Priya Sumanji. Priya ji, you have mentioned my daughter has developed mouth ulcers. Could it be due to the heat effect of the medicine? She is not eating anything. Whatever she eats, she vomits immediately. She has also been constipated for the last 4 days. And Pranavi is the name. And profession, engineer in NSL. And Sanjana is the coordinator. And July 18th, 2025. Now when we talk about what is being given to your child, it is Breno R plus syrup. And Rahul is the one who is doing the psychotherapy sessions. Then cucurbit oil, 0.8 drops 2 times a day. Mukta Pishti, lavender oil. out of these things, had it been Manas Mitra Vadakkam or something like that, we could have thought that yes, there is something which is heating inside. Mukta Pishti, pearl. Now when we talk about Mukta Pishti, the pearls, what are pearls? As you can see on my screen also, this Mukta Pishti which we use basically, I will play a video also at the end of my live session for that. Now it is said that if someone is having anger issues, that person can wear pearl. Such is the cooling nature of pearl that astrologically, scientifically, it is said that if pearl is worn by someone, heat, anger will fade away and the person will have less anger issues. So pearl is a very cool medicine. It increases the coolness. So you can see how cool it is. Then again, cucurbita oil. Now when we talk about cucurbita oil, kaddu ke बीजों का तेल, it is basically pumpkin seed oil. Now pumpkin seed oil again, it is again cooling. Kaddu ठंडा होता है. People basically use pumpkin where they are to reduce heat. In summers, pumpkin seeds are used in shardai and in summer drinks, and for massaging also. It is very cooling in nature. So again, pumpkin seed is cooling in nature. Lavender oil, it is basically lavender oil which is to be applied on the scalp. Lavender oil is not for eating purposes. So until and unless you have started eating lavender oil, it is clearly mentioned in it for external purpose only. So I hope you have not confused it for consumption. Lavender oil is for scalp massage. Brenoir again is a cooling syrup. Majority of the herbs in Brenoir are cooling in nature. So please do cross check that you are not giving lavender oil internally. It is an external oil. It is clearly mentioned over there. So if that is the case where you have accidentally not given lavender oil to eat, then everything which is being given is cooling in nature. What you need to do is, you should be giving vitamin B complex to your child regularly, because in current world, especially in autistic kids, they are not very particular with eating fruits, fruit juices. So there is a vitamin B complex and vitamin C deficiency in the child. So that is why it becomes very important that you should not be worrying about anything which is heating in it, and you should be supplementing your child so that any discrepancies or deficiency in the diet are well taken care of. And now the next question is Sugumar Chandrasekhar ji. Two questions from my side. Our son, 5 years old, autistic kid, is struggling on his sleeping pattern. Most of the nights he sleeps very less time. His biting habits increased a lot. And you are from Brampton in Canada. Again, what is very important for us to understand is, wherever we will see that there are some behavioristic problems, in all those cases, see, we are having thousands and thousands of patients who are taking treatment with us. But unluckily, wherever behavior problems are there, they are there where the ABA sessions are being missed. So one genuine request, don't miss out on ABA sessions. Because if we want to modify behavior, and if a particular behavior is troubling us, it becomes very important that we take that behavior modification therapy very consistently. And cephalago is going on in your child's case, stop the cephalago. It doesn't require cephalago anymore. Brenoir concentrated is being given in the morning and in the evening. So check out on the dosage. When you make the liquid from your Brenoir, that liquid at 4 years 8 months of age should be given at least in a dosage of 10 to 15 ml. It should not be in lesser dosage. And cephalago is not required. Pumpkin oil is something which I see missing in this prescription. Pumpkin oil can be added. Again, Mukta Pishti you are giving, that is good enough. It's only pumpkin oil which is missing. You can go to a Costco store or a Walmart and you can buy pumpkin oil from there, and you can add pumpkin oil over there. So once you do that, that should solve the purpose. And as far as sleeping issues are concerned, lavender oil head massage at bedtime is very good for those sleeping issues. And if at some day, not regularly, melatonin gummy is required, you can give it to the child. Do a head massage for him at night. I hope you are not missing out on Shiro Pichu. Shiro Pichu, the Panchkarma procedure which we train the parents to do at their own home, basically is something which will really help you out a lot. So moving further ahead, I would like to tell you that all your questions are very important for us, and since I always believe in taking questions one by one, justifying the answers, don't rush. I don't want to rush to the answers. So it's a first come first serve basis with a priority for our members, those who have joined our channel. So wherever you feel I miss out on your question, with folded hand, I apologize in the middle of my live session only. I always try to answer the questions. Wherever you feel you miss out on the question, any question, the number is on your screen. I can see a question in regards of my New York visit dates. They are not planned as yet. Earlier, I was supposed to visit New York in the beginning of my UK trip. But then, due to this PhD Chambers meeting, I had to delay my New York visit. So, we are planning it somewhere in October or November, but not 100% sure about the dates. But yes, definitely, I know there are lots and lots of parents who believe on me, who are there with me in US, in Canada. I'll make sure that I do make a plan to visit over there in this year. I am planning it out, but as of now, specific dates cannot be updated to you. There are a lot of bookings that the coordinators are doing for those meets, and it will be very few days for which I'll be over there, because there's a very tight curriculum. India currently is working with BRICS nations, and there are few visits for me also planned in that regards at various places. So as a result of that, there are some kind of works going on over there, and yes, by the grace of Almighty, we run a company there in US also with lots and lots of patients over there, and we are having associated Panchkarma centers over there in New York Center and then in Canada. So definitely that is just like another home for me, and I will be visiting over there for sure. Just give me some days to be able to share the dates with you. So going ahead to the next question. The next question is from Nagma Qureshi ji. There is one question from Alok Kumar ji. जायेश अब कोई भी सेंटेंस रिपीट नहीं करता है, पहले करता था. आलोक जी, थोड़ा सा ना मुझे डिटेल्स चाहिए होंगी और केस की, तो लेट अस सी, अगर आगे मेरे पास डिटेल्स आती हैं तो मैं आपके क्वेश्चन पर दोबारा आता हूँ. आप बने रहिएगा हमारे साथ. नगमा कुरैशी जी. सर मेरी बेटी रूही बोलती नहीं है सर, हम आपकी दी हुई मेडिसिन दे रहे हैं और कितने टाइम तक देना होगा. नगमा जी, थोड़ा सा मुझे भी आपकी डिटेल्स चाहिए होंगी कि कितना समय हुआ दवाई लेते हुए, थोड़ा सा मुझे डिटेल दे दीजिए, और ABA सेशंस कितने कराए हैं. आप याद रखिए नगमा जी, जो मैं हमेशा हर किसी से अर्ज़ करता हूँ, इंतज़ार करता हूँ कि देखिए, दवाई और दवाई के साथ साथ ABA नहीं भूलना है. और नहीं समझ लग रहा है, इफ़ यू फील दैट आपके घर के अंदर आप ABA एक्सपर्ट्स के द्वारा सिखाई गई चीज़ों से नहीं सीख पा रहे हैं, बाय द ग्रेस ऑफ ऑलमाइटी वी आर NABH सर्टिफाइड ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. आप हमारे चंडीगढ़ सेंटर पर आ सकते हैं, अपनी इंश्योरेंस एजेंसी के साथ बात करके आ सकते हैं. मेजॉरिटी केसेस में आपका क्लेम भी अप्रूव हो जाएगा, ताकि जो चीज़ें आप घर पे नहीं कर पा रहे हैं वो हम आपके लिए अपने सेंटर पे कर पाएँ. बाकी ABA के बारे में मुझे ज़रूर बताएं प्लीज़, ABA को मिस हरगिज़ मत करिएगा. सो गोइंग अहेड फर्दर, the next question which I can see over there is, there are some mixing up of questions also, so wherever I miss out something, please do forgive me. And the next question which I can see over here is now from Anil Gupta ji. Yeah, it's Anil Gupta ji. So जय हिंद जी. अब तो भारत का हमारा इंडिपेंडेंस डे आ रहा है सर, इंतज़ार कर रहे हैं हम. कल हमारे शहीदों के बलिदान के कारण आज हम एक स्वतंत्र भारत के अंदर फ़ख्र के साथ सर ऊंचा करके चल पा रहे हैं. तो आज का जय हिंद बड़ा ख़ास है सर. जय हिंद जी. मेरा डॉटर लगातार 6 अगस्त 24 से अपना बिहेवियर चेंज कर लेता है सडनली। ट्रीटमेंट 31 जनवरी से चलाया है, ये कब तक बोलना शुरू करेगा? सकिंग करना शुरू किया है सर। मेरा सन पोएम 1-2 बोलता है, टॉयलेट एंड पॉटी के लिए नहीं बोलता है, ना इशारा करता है, बट उसको बोलने से टॉयलेट में जाता है। तो इस केस में मुझे संजना जो आपकी कोऑर्डिनेटर है उन्होंने बताया है कि ब्रेनो आर, कुकुरबिटॉयल, मुक्ता पिष्टी चल रहे हैं और गुंजन के साथ आपके 10 सेशंस हुए हैं और अब आपके सेशंस जो हैं वो राहुल के साथ चल रहे हैं। तो मैं एक बार राहुल से आपका केस जो है वो डिस्कस कर लेता हूँ। कई बार बच्चों में पहले 20 सेशंस के आसपास तक बच्चे को सेटल किया जाता है। वी हैव टू सेटल द चाइल्ड सो दैट द हाइपर एक्टिविटी कम्स डाउन। वंस द हाइपर एक्टिविटी कम्स डाउन, एक बार हाइपर एक्टिविटी कम हो जाए फिर हमने शब्दों पे फोकस करना होता है। तो संजना मेरी रिक्वेस्ट है राहुल को फॉरवर्ड करिएगा कि एक बार मेरे से ये केस पूरा डिस्कस कर लें। दक्षित का केस राहुल को बोलिए डिस्कस करें, क्योंकि दक्षित की एज है 3 साल 2 महीने और 3 साल 2 महीने वाला बच्चा बहुत जल्दी बोलता है। तो मैं चाहता हूँ दक्षित के केस में हम जल्दी से जल्दी जो है वो इम्प्रूवमेंट दे पाए। So going ahead with the next question. The next question is Jia Jishanji. Hey sir, I wanted to ask, does a child with autism have a routine? What happened is that even after she recovered, she still does the same routine. Jia ji, see, the first thing, even we as normal people, even if a person is absolutely normal, depending upon the behavior, the nature of a person, some of us will be having very good routines and some of us don't like routines. It varies from person to person. So when we talk about autistic child who has now recovered out of autism, depending upon the age of the child, a child may have very good routine, a child may not have good routine, but still I would like you to be sharing your question in even particular way. Like what kind of routines are we talking about and where is the exact recovery status of our child currently? If you can add those things for me, and that will even become good for me. And with certain psychotherapies and ABAs, we can always work on the routine of a child. We need certain techniques for that. So routines of a child can easily be modified even without medications. Ignital learning. By ID is very good. And hi, good evening doctor. I am seeking your consultation in UK. Are we able to get the slot in London? We are in touch with your team. Please guide. And the details are in case of Ryan, 2 years 7 months, and coordinator is Saurav. And now this is something confusing for me. You have mentioned about London, but the state and city for me has been mentioned. Maybe there is a discrepancy from my team as Moreland in Canada. So I won't be going into the intricacies of that. I'll be checking it out with my team in that regards. But yes, there are some slots which shall be available in London, although I'll be just for 2 days in London because this visit particularly is dedicated to certain talks on behalf of my country. So I'll be moving to Birmingham also and certain other places also this time around. But yes, definitely you get back to the team. They have already lined up certain slots and they will be connecting to you also in that regards. I'll see, it's my duty for any one of you who is taking treatment from us or who is seeking an advice in regards of autism, that wherever possible for me, I do spare out my time. Because if God the Almighty has blessed us with Ayurveda and has blessed us with psychotherapeutic techniques, and because of His grace, children, when we use those techniques in a proper way, are able to come out of that autism. Not just autism, ADHD, speech delay, GDD. Now global developmental delay. GDD is a very common term which I now see is being used in UK, in US, in Canada. That is a new term which has come across. Although when I meet those kids, many of them are not GDD kids. Many of them I feel are non-GDD kids, but they are tagged as GDD. And if I talk about UK, NHS takes a lot of time in diagnosing. There are so many people who are waiting to get diagnosed through NHS, and I always tell them, why do we need our child to be tagged with a particular name? If we feel our child is a bit different from others, and if we feel that a child requires a bit of help, there is no harm in using herbs, there is no harm in using certain psychotherapeutic techniques. So these are absolutely harmless kind of things. We should not keep on waiting. And when we start such things, always remember, when we say Ayurveda, herbs, some of people say that they are a fourth potency. When we talk about the primitive Ayurveda, where those metallic preparations and all the stuff was used, now in those times, the bodies were very strong. And to make a particular medicines in the traditional way, they used to take 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, which reduced the heating potency of that particular metal. But in today's world, as a well-educated doctor, having a well-educated team, I understand the importance, I understand the fact that no one can prepare the metallic preparations in that style. It's not practically possible. That is why when I give something to your kids, I always make it sure that if I have to give the same to my kid, I shouldn't have the slightest of doubts in my mind. I should be confident that that will be perfectly without any side effects. So anything which I am giving to your kids, any herb which I am giving, it is being very meticulously, with good research, with proper lab testing, it is being prepared for your child. So that when your child consumes it, he is very safely taking something. So don't worry about that. Any kind of thing which we are guiding you is always safe in regards of Ayurveda, in regards of psychotherapy. So all of you who have joined us from the Gulf, all of you who have joined us from UK, it's a short trip which is coming up. For that, I'll be wherever you need to seek some advice over there, you can get back to the team for Dr. Divakar Shukla and for my coming plan. And along with that, a genuine request which I always make at the end of my live session: your likes for our videos, your shares for our videos, they really matter a lot for us. So before you leave today's live, don't forget to like our video, don't forget to share our video. And before I leave, a very small video on how we make that mukta pishti in the traditional method, why that is so cooling in nature. I'm just going to leave that video for you. If you have some time, go through the process, you will enjoy it, you will get confident about Ayurveda. And thank you once again for joining us. Don't forget your likes for our videos. Thank you.
नहीं कुछ नहीं मैं बस चेंज करता हूँ मेरे ड्रैगन ने लाइक किया ना मालूम नहीं सर